Something a little different today. My uncle's in the hospital because he refuses to take care of himself. And he needs some hay. So obviously, if I recognize that tractor, that's the one I rebuilt the remote valves on. But my uncle's mower is not, it's an old New Idea cut disher, and it's not that great of a mower. So I borrowed that 105 in their disc vine to try to get some of this off. The damn loggers made one hell of a mess out here. I don't know how much. They got all this shit back here so trampled it probably ain't even worth trying to mow. It might just stay in front of everything. Yeah, this back here, this ain't even worth mowing. If I kind of where the shit gets tall, if I come up there, swing around that pile, come back up through here, I should be all right. It kind of sucked. There was some good alfalfa out here too. Is there anything over here? I don't think. I think they stopped dragging here on top of the hill. On the upside, it ain't nearly as messy as I thought it'd be. Well, yeah, it looks like if I swing up around that pile, cut what's tall over there, swing up around that pile, follow the crown of the hill, go down over, I think we'll be okay. It's second cut, so it's kind of thin. I think I might widen out his deflectors just a hair, lay a wider swath, that way I don't have to TED this. It's thin enough. If I lay it out wide, I should just be able to let it dry and rake it. At least that ain't nearly as much of a mess out here as I thought there'd be. My cousin wanted me to drop some of that foxtail over there too, but I don't know about all that. Anyway, nothing to it but to do it. Okay. Straight and see where that gets me. I think I can live with that. Okay, I think I finally got everything. Wow, that clutch starts right the fuck now. job's done. I even managed to come in here and got a little closer to these piles. I kind of quit here. I didn't feel like getting a whole lot closer. It's not overly tall up in there anyway, so I wasn't gonna gain a whole lot. But it'll get him something. So, yeah. But anyway, I thought I was gonna be able to get away without having to TED this, but that shit's actually up here on the front hill is actually really, really thick, and there's a lot of grass in it. So I am gonna have to TED it. So probably do that tomorrow afternoon. Bring the 66 over, and my buddy's got a 2-basket crone that I'll borrow. So, but I'm just gonna string all this haymaking onto one video, because I don't know if I'm gonna get any video bailing it or not, depending on how late Matt gets here, because the plan is I got it mowed today. I wanted to get it mowed as early as I could to get the sun baking on it. And then tomorrow, probably about the same time, I'll come over here and get it tedded. And then Sunday, hopefully about 2:30, and come over here and start raking it, and hopefully Matt can not come over and be not too far behind me with the round baler. So anyway, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, so second day of the old haymaking here. Over here to TED this, but first I gotta put a bale out for the cows. They're out, and as far as I can tell, all my uncle's tractors are dead or won't. Long story short, I knew I had to come over here and TED. The 1600's way overkill for a 2-basket tedder, but I just put the forks on so I can grab a bale, get it all in one shot, and have a tractor that I know it's going to work. Must have heard me coming, because when I drove up here they were all out in the back pasture, and now they're all out in the front pasture. This janky ass gate. As you can tell, that's not the greatest quality hay. It's basically straw. When he did that cutting, it was nice hay, and it took him like, I I'm gonna get up there closer to the fence before I unhook it so they don't feel like they need to come out. But it took him like better part of a week to get that shit bailed. Yeah, you guys are hungry, ain't you? And they he normally puts it down here in the damn cow shed. I think I might go up there where that piece of shit broken up bale feeder is and put it up there in the high ground off of the cow shed. Look out, you dumbasses. Put the hot wire back up before I have an issue. Go over there. The food's over there. I know it's not great food, but it's the only food I can get you. I'm working on getting you better food. We're gonna have 3-day hay instead of 8-day hay. Alright, I'm gonna get this son of a bitch out of the way. And since I got the forks here, I'm probably gonna move this damn grater blade too. This just needs to go to scrap. Apparently they pushed it back and popped the brake. Yeah, fucking idiots. Okay. If it's gonna sit here, I'm gonna get the net wrap off. Does that feel good? Retards to get out the way. Beep beep. Coming through. Sassified. They need water, but apparently he runs the garden hose into the house because the spigot in the barn don't work. And I don't know how to get into the house to turn the water on, so I'm gonna just have to tell my cousin that they need water when he gets back. let's get the tedder hooked up and we'll start spreading out some hay, eh? Well, I lucked out. Went to hook the tedder up and realized I forgot the damn PTO shaft in the back of my truck, and the truck was at Mom and Dad's. So I was trying to figure out a ride and just got done making a phone call, and my grandma pulled in the driveway to see how things were going. So got a ride, got the PTO shaft. She's putting water in the cattle trough, so they're gonna have water. So now this is probably gonna seem kind of weird, but I'm not gonna ted this whole thing because the thin spots, I don't want to spread it out to the point where I can't get it picked up with a rake. So like back in here where it's thin, I'm not gonna touch it. But like up front here where it was a lot of grass and it was real thick, I'm gonna ted all this out. So like I say, it's kind of weird, but I think I would lose more than I would gain if I tedded out them thin spots. So, and I also think I called this a crone yesterday. It's definitely a Citrix. Could have swore it was a crone. But anyway, I know 70 horse is a little bit overkill for a 2-basket tedder, but I didn't want to run all the way back and get my 66 to come back since I had to have 1600 here anyway to put a bale out. So anyway, I actually don't know what gear to run in. step 2 done. I'm actually really impressed how much this dried out between yesterday and today. I mean, in all honesty, since this stuff's gonna get stored outside anyhow, it probably would have baled this afternoon. To tell you the God's honest truth, I probably didn't even have to ted it. But I'm trying to make some decent quality hay, so. But it will definitely, it's still a little bit green. But I mean, it's crunchy. It's not like, it probably would have went today. Yeah, there's kind of a green spot. But, yeah. In all honesty, I don't think you could have asked for better September haymaking weather. It's been 80 degrees, no humidity. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of humidity, but like nothing compared to what we've been having. It's actually rather pleasant out. There's been a slight breeze all day. There was just a really slight dew this morning when I got home from work. I'm actually kind of dragging ass right now because I came home yesterday, slept for 4 hours, came over here, got this mowed, and then mowed my yard and took care of a bunch of stuff around the house. And today I wanted to get this tedded out at a decent time, so I came home, slept for 4 hours, got up, came over, tedded this, and now I'm probably gonna go and run some errands and possibly work on a combine this afternoon. But you guys will have probably seen that project finished by the time I get this video up, so you know that already. But anyhow, I guess we will catch you guys tomorrow when we start raking and baling. All right, out here to rake. Pretty self-explanatory. First things first, I had to get the damn, my cousin decided he wanted to mow some of this foxtail, so he used my uncle's. He's got that new idea cut conditioner. He's got this, I think this, I don't know if this is a Gale or a Coon, but he's got this disc bind, but that thing hasn't moved since, I don't know, it's been sitting there as long as I can remember. So Lord only knows what's wrong with that, but he's got a new idea cut conditioner, one of them basically flail hay mower things, and he tried cutting it with that. Well, I think the fuel filters are plugged on that 155, and you get it wide open with a load on it, it dies, so you can only run it about half throttle. But he made it that far and quit, so I had to get that thing out of the way. But rake set, hubs are locked in, just got to get after it. Some of this is going to get double raked, some of it might get tripled and quadruples. It's kind of thin, so just have to see what happens. Jump up a gear. Figured I'd get the Super 55 out and stretch your legs, because I don't think this poor thing's been out all summer. Batteries weren't dead though, that impressed me, because I can't remember the last time I started it for anything. Still finding pieces of shrapnel out here. Alrighty, that job's done. Well, it's not done. I still gotta come over here and get the bales out of the field. That baler makes big bales. Those are 5x6. Those are heavy bastards. He packs them tight. They're like 1,500 pounds. I don't think he packs them quite that tight because you don't want to break that chain, but we've done it before. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there another one floating around here somewhere? I thought he stopped back over here once. Oh, nope, there's 2 up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 9 bales out here. Which is actually more than I thought. I figured all them thin end rows, them wouldn't even make a full bale. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for work. So we got a chance of rain tomorrow. If it's not raining when I get up, I might bring the 1800 over here and get these things out of the field real quick. So just throw a 3-point spear on it. So anyway, we'll catch you guys when I go to get these things out the dang field. Okay. Last part of this project, I got the 3-point spear on the 18. My cousin said put them up by the pasture so that he could just roll them in by hand. That's what he wants. That's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna take the fresh ones up there first, and then I think those are all first cutting from this year. Fuck, they might be older than that, I don't know, but take all the old ones and then put them in front of these so he feeds them old ones out first. It's actually really nice hay. I wish I could put them inside somewhere. If they were mine, I'd tarp it, but they're not mine, so I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just gonna irk me a little bit that they gotta sit outside, but it is what it is. Well, oh wait, I counted wrong because I forgot they got short. Okay, so I got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's not right. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27, 28. 28. 28 bales ain't gonna go very far at the rate them guys are eating. But not my problem. I just had to get the hay made. It's a real shame because that field is only 3 years old, and last year it actually, the first year it looked like hell. It was mostly weeds, but last year he got it cut. I can't remember if he only made 1 cutting off it or if he managed to get 2, but last year he'd actually made hay off of it. That took care of a bunch of the weeds, and then this year he made some hay off of it, and that took care of a bunch more weeds. If you fertilized it, it actually took 3 cuttings or 4 cuttings off of it like you should to get the weed pressure out of it. It would be some really, really nice hay. But it hasn't got any fertilizer, and it hasn't really been made like you should be making hay, so it's still got a bunch of weeds in it. And then, like you saw, the loggers fucked up the back half of it. Because I'm supposed to, when my uncle's not supposed to be getting any more cows, he's supposed to be getting rid of these slowly. And when the cows are gone, he doesn't need the hay anymore. I'm supposed to end up with that field. And as much as I don't want to make hay, it's such a young stand, it's kind of a shame to take it out. So, but what I'd almost have to do now that the back half of it's so fucked up is bring the ripper over here, deep rip it, to take care of all the compaction from that damn log skidder. And then chisel plow it, because once you rip it, you ain't gonna be able to moldboard it. It ain't gonna roll worth of shit. But since I'd be putting it right back into hay, you don't really got to bury it, because if anything comes back, it's just gonna add to the stand. But you basically have to go back there, rip it, chisel plow it, beat it back into submission to get it leveled back out, reseed it, and then get it to come back. And if I did that, I'd try to talk him into getting all the fucking junk and equipment out from behind that corn crib over there, and bring the field up behind the crib and kind of make it bigger. But that's just what I would do. And then I would get all the shit out of them lean-tos down there and stack them in the lean-to so they're under cover. Or actually, if I did it, I probably wouldn't be. Well, it depends. If I could get my uncle's round baler that you saw down there, if I can get that thing working, it'd be one thing. I might make some rounds, but I'd probably square bale a bunch of it too. I don't know. This is all theoretical if I ever, or when I actually end up with that field, so. But I mean, shit, I'm basically set up with all the hay equipment, because I got the rake, technically I got a sickle bar mower and a crimper. But I got a baler. I got all the stuff I need to make hay with my own equipment, but then he's got that little New Idea cut conditioner, which if I went through and put all new paddles on it, actually ain't a bad mower. But the problem with those mowers is, because they're basically a flail mower, they're not that great for alfalfa. They're excellent for grass, because basically you have a mower that is its own built-in flail conditioner, like what you would get on a disc bind if you were making all grass. So it'd be an excellent mower for cutting the grass, or cutting a pure grass stand of hay. But if you got alfalfa in it, you don't want that. You want a disc bind. But he's got that either a Gale or a Coon, whatever that disc bind is back by the woods, that probably just needs gone through and put new blades on it and change the oil in the gearboxes and whatnot, and just clean it up. He's got a little 2-basket New Idea tedder back there that's a 3-point. If I'd got it, I would probably rig it up to where it's pull type. That way you're not limited to having to have a 3-point on the tractor. He's got a 5-wheel New Idea rake back there that I just went and looked at, and it's actually not in that bad a shape. It just needs some teeth on it and the wind boards put back in the wheels so that you don't lose your hay going right through the wheels. I mean, I got enough equipment here, plus that New Holland Route chain baler back there, that probably same thing. Probably just needs gone through and tuned up and tightened up and got back into spec where it belongs, and it probably worked just fine. Because them damn chain balers, I'm pretty sure, short of the chain breaking and them grenading, I don't think you could physically kill a New Holland chain baler. I don't think it can happen, short of the chain breaking and tearing itself apart. Which I've never actually seen a chain break. The only time I've ever seen anybody tear one of those up was the bolts broke in one of the bars, and the bars got wedged and basically proceeded to tear everything up inside. And at that point, you could buy them chain balers so cheap, you just scrap the baler and go out and pick up another one at an auction and keep going. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here before I get rained on again. I popped the spear off the tractor and head for home. So I guess that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.